All right. Side note, put everything aside. AMC, stock market, whatever. Okay. So the last couple of days, I've obviously gone through the aftermath of the flight, so I had the headache. So yesterday, I decided, all right, I'm gonna take the time out, whatever, and I'm gonna watch something like a movie. Now, I decided to watch Poltergeist. Now, I haven't seen Poltergeist in its full. I've seen little clips, but I haven't seen Poltergeist as an entirety. I think it came out in 1982, 84. So I said, let me watch it, now as a grown man, because I saw it was like, let me just tell you something. One, the second that Carol Ann got out the bed, went to the TV, and she's like, talk louder, I can't hear you. That bitch and the TV would have been in the street. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me. If Carol Ann wants to be fucking with the ghosts and Diablos on TV and like bring it, summoning El Diablo, that's over. Now, that being said, anyway, here's the deal. Many of you don't remember Poltergeist, but I can tell you one thing. The whole fucking movie is terrifying and stupid. Let me explain to you the reason why. Okay, so we already know that Carol Ann, she's down with the devil, she's with the Diablo and the fucking ghost. Second, I would have seen that she's like, they're here. When she said they're here, I'd be like, bitch, you out, you for the street. Then it's New York tonight. Anyway, so then she got a brother that's like a half a transmifidite. I'm afraid of the tree. I'm thinking to myself like, dog, that tree did look suspect. But not for nothing, you're afraid of the tree, but he has a killer clown at the edge of the bed. And that's the thing that didn't make any sense. I'm like, for real, like that killer clown is dead and he's afraid of the killer clown. He's throwing the jacket on the killer clown and he has a big evil tree out there looking at him. So this kid all messed up. Plus, he needs some major dental work. So anyway, everything's cool. Carol Ann's there waiting for the devil to come get her. And then the mother and father are like smoking weed. Like they're cool with the devil coming. They don't give a fuck. I don't know what they're doing in their bedroom, but they're just chilling. Okay, so then the one night where everything started going crazy was like the earthquake, and all of a sudden it was like the kids were with the parents. So now the ghost and the Diablo's in the house, okay? So now it's official. They left the TV. The motherfuckers moved in like an Airbnb. Then you got, later that day, the mother's inside the kitchen with Carol Ann, and I will be watching that little bitch because I know she brought the devil in. And she's pushing the chairs. I don't even remember this part, okay? And this is the part that got everybody. I don't remember from 82, 84. All of a sudden, the mother fixes the chair. She walks away. She comes back, and the chairs are all stacked on top of the table in the kitchen. You remember that? And Carol Ann's like, I told you they were here. I would have been like, bye, Carol Ann. Here's a fucking, here's one of those fruit roll-ups. Survive, go, be free. But anyway, you would think like any normal fucking person, you see chairs on top of your table folded around, you break the fuck out. You move into the projects. Ghosts don't go into the projects. The ghosts don't want to feel poor in the afterlife. No, that's not what they do. The husband comes home later in the nighttime and the wife is like sliding chairs. She draw a little arrow on the floor. Like, look, this is so crazy. You feel like you're being pushed by the devil. It's so fun. And she got the kid, Carol Ann, with the fucking crash helmet. And I'm thinking to myself like, now I know why the ghosts will fuck your house up. Now I know why they went after you, because the ghost is like, they thought they could just go boo, scare them, and then they will leave. But no, all of a sudden they want to hang out and like just like tease the ghost. Like, this is so much fun. Let me just, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. I want to break it down to categories. We're gonna take Spanish people, black people, and we're gonna take, we can't Chinese people. No, we can't put that. Ghosts don't fuck with Chinese people. They'll probably cook them. And take white people. Spanish person, the second they hear some kids say the devil's in the house, they're gone. They're gone. You don't even got to worry about them. They're gone, and you don't got to worry about it. Now, black people, like, First of all, black parent would have told Caroline, bitch, that's your problem. That ghost ain't talking to me. It's talking to you. Good luck, motherfucker. But no. The family, beautiful white people, they were like, oh my God, I think that the ghost, they're just here. They're like, you want some peanut butter? Like, what kind of wild shit? Like they were still sleeping in the house, hanging out. Like, no problem. Like, the ghost is cool. They don't hurt us. They just move chairs around. And I'm like, that's how they start warming up to do some wicked poltergeist shit on you. So anyway, then that night came when the closet opened up. Carol Ann, they snatched that bitch. She is like, yo, I thought you were my friends. They were like, fuck you, bitch. We're ghosts from the hood. We're taking your ass. So now you got Carol Ann's missing. Everybody's freaking out. Carol Ann, she's on the TV. I'm here, mommy. I've been like, oh shit, cut the cable bill off. We're out of here. Go Netflix. But anyway, they brought in a team of people to examine everything and check that out. They're still in the house. I'm like, that's white people for you. Any other race, black people would have been like, listen, we're all gonna miss Carol Ann. But we're moving to Alabama with your aunt and uncle, and we ain't never gonna talk about that little white bitch again. Because think about it, like for real. They're like, wait a minute, we got a teenage daughter, we got a son. Why do we need Carol Ann for? Like, it would have been like that. But they stayed there. They brought the investigators. Investigators came over and they started filming stuff. One guy got bit by a ghost. Let me see. Did anything happen to the black dude? Nothing. The ghost is like, nah, don't mess with him. You know, like for real. Like, ghosts don't really mess with black people. That's the cool thing. He's like, oh my God, this is incredible. Remember the fucking black dude when the jury was coming through the ceiling? He's like, oh shit, I'm getting paid. Sorry. But he was the only one in the living room when the jury was coming through the ceiling. Like for real. I'm sure there was a Rolex there. Like, wasn't there a Rolex some fucking place here? Anyway, that happened. They got fucked up. They couldn't save Carol Ann. You know, walk towards, stay away from the light type stuff, whatever. Then they brought that little midget bitch. Okay, now when they brought her in, the funny thing about it was, like, she had those big Elvis glasses. So I was like thinking to myself, like, all right, something good's gonna go down. I remember her. You know, I remember as a young guy hearing, step away, no, go to the light, that kind of stuff. But then, you know, when she started like, I feel a very bad presence over this house. I'm thinking, oh, it's a bitch, they just snatched Carol Ann. Yeah, I'm not a fucking therapist or fucking psychic, and I could tell you something bad happened. They took that little white girl like, fuck, not for nothing. So anyway, so she was there, whatever, and then they tied a rope around the mom. And the mom was like, Steven, never let go. He's like, I'll never let go. 2 seconds later, he lets go of the rope. He's like, fuck you, bitch. Say hi to Carol Ann. But anyway, they get Carol Ann back. And remember when they ran him into the bathtub and they had that like weird, like ghost, weird, that kind of jelly on them. And let me tell you something, that's how I knew this family was 100% not Hispanic or black. Because the second that they coughed up and started breathing, they started kissing. Steven, I missed you. I'm like, I'm not for nothing. Like, I'm a germaphobe. I ain't kissing nobody until your body has been completely Dove, dialed, ivory, hot water, steamed, like some Lysol. I don't give a fuck. You might have that ghost juju. Anyway, catch fucking phantom cooties. So anyway, so now everything is cool. You know, the little midget lady goes, his house is clean. I'm like, all right, cool, everybody's fine. So you would think like normal fucking people, they will move out of the house. No. What do? They're still living in the house and shit. They're just chilling there. They're like, the mom is coloring her hair because she has like white streaks. She looks like that evil gremlin, the one with the stripe. So now, the mom is there coloring her hair. The kids are in the same room that snatched Carol Ann with the crazy killer clown. The father broke out. I don't know what he's doing out there. You know, he's probably out there, you know, visiting his side piece. Like, bitch, you don't know what this crazy girl has me going through. She got us into a mortgage with a house that has ghosts. No shit, they just grabbed Carol Ann. We just got her back. You know? And I had to kiss her with all this like stuff on her. Anyway, side bitch was like, you ain't never kissing me. Anyway, getting back to the family. So anyway, all of a sudden, so the mom is like chilling on the bed with like half a t-shirt on, whatever, and then the ghost gets freaky, starts lifting up her t-shirt, wants to, you know, do some weird, wicked shit to her, okay, touching the no-touch zone. And then, well, you knew what was gonna happen from the beginning, and I knew it back then, and I knew it now. That creepy killer clown at the edge of the bed, all of a sudden he turned around, he was on the chair. Then he turned around again, he wasn't on the chair. So what does this little motherfucker do? He starts looking under the bed, on the side. Let me tell you something once again. He is not Spanish or black. Because ain't no Spanish or black motherfucking kid was ever gonna look under the bed. The devil lives under the bed. You don't look under the bed. So I'm just saying. So he looks under the bed and says, he's not there. Fucking killer clown's behind him like, surprise, motherfucker. Starts wrapping him up. So he's fighting, dragging him under the bed. Yo, when he dragged him under the bed, I was like, that dog, fight for your life. This is like some cell block C shit. So he's throwing fucking hands with this fucking clown. And all of a sudden, that little white kid, he fucking impressed me. He came up, he was like, oh, fucking you, fuck, he's ripping the cotton out of him. Now you know, don't fuck with white people. Because he just didn't beat the clown. He started ripping the cotton out of the guts. I'll get you. That's how serial killers are made. Because you fuck with them in that grill, God knows how many times people made fun of that grill. And at the end of the day, he's like, I'm going to take it out. So this clown's like, dog, I didn't know you were a serial killer in the future. So he's killing this clown. The house starts to swallow everything up. Remember, oh, get back. Remember the tree tried to swallow the little boy? That motherfucker's gonna have trauma. Try dating that motherfucker on Tinder. Anyway, so now you have the situation where the house is getting crazy. It's coming back for Carol Ann, and like the coffins are popping up everywhere. So what does the mom do? She runs outside and falls in the swimming pool. Once again, if you run the fuck out of the house, why are you in the back of the house with the swimming pool? Like, for real, now there's dead bodies in there and there's coffins coming up. And I'm like, serves you right. You run out the house, you keep running down the street. You run to another zip code. You just keep, that's the only one time she wouldn't be, if she saw black people, she'd be like, she won't be like, should I go down there? She'll be like, black people help me. Anyway, so then the father comes and the boss is there, and obviously you don't know the story where the cemetery was, they to remove the headstones and the bodies were underneath. That's some wild shit. Let me tell you something. Probably Popcorn ran the development from that. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna move the headstones and leave the graves. You can see him doing that. Then he goes, and then one day I'm gonna create ape. So anyway, this whole fucking thing happened, and then everybody runs into the car. The one thing that pissed me off, remember the teenage girl? Like, she got out the car that was on the side. She was with her boyfriend. She got a big hickey on her neck. And she started screaming, what is happening? I'm like, bitch, your house has a ghost in it. Fuck you think is happening? Pentecostals came over? There's fucking ghost in there. There's fucking poltergeist. Oh, Diablo's in there. So they get in the car and they drive the fuck away. Then they go to some crackhead motel and they throw the TV out. I'm like, if you would have just listened to me from the beginning, went to that crackhead motel in the first place, throwing out that TV, tell Carol Ann, bitch, it's either TikTok or Netflix. If you touch your TV, you in the street. If they would have done that, they would have never had this problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta see Poltergeist again after listening to this video. Poltergeist was, and then that music and like, ooh, they put children music at the end of it. Fucking terrifying, but hilarious. Carol Ann, walk to the light. I was like, bitch, you ain't never coming back when you go to that light. That's just fucked up. Carol Ann's probably in there with those ghosts, smoking crack. Who knows? You don't know what kind of, listen, what kind of ghost? There was probably some ghost that was smoking crack, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, why don't we kidnap that little white girl? Yeah, she'd be cool to hang out with, yeah. Give her some fucking, fentanyl or something, I don't know. But whatever happened in there, they were all seeing the light. Some were walking towards it, some were walking away from it. That sounds like some crackhead shit to me, so just saying.